missed it, here's some of the best bits from Jase and Lauren while we're on break.
Play it cool, everyone. The Popo's in the house.
You first start talking.
Jase and Lauren's
Answer me!
Probe the Popo.
Tell me what you know.
Each week, we've been getting someone in from the force, different departments. We had a negotiator in the other week.
Yeah, we love this segment.
I was using his skills to try and get one of the kids out of their room the other day. I did the whole joke thing because you know how he said,
But you're not funny.
But it worked. He opened the door and said, "Dad, you're not funny." And out of sympathy, my kid left the room.
Yeah, remember that police negotiator said to get someone off a roof.
Just tell
the
a
guy
joke.
said, "If you make me laugh, I'll get down."
No matter how bad.
This week's a bit of a different one. We have Azif, who is a custody officer supervisor working for the police. This guy has a photographic memory, which would 100% come in handy for your job. Good morning, mate. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me in your show. It's really good to be here.
So, run us through how your photographic memory skill comes in play when it comes to policing.
Well, if I meet someone, I just don't forget him. Like, when I see him, how he behaves. Like, it doesn't matter, like, when I dealt with him, let's suppose, like, 2 years ago, I still remember his face and the name as well.
So it says here that there was a case where more than $100,000 in sunglasses had been stolen, and there was a photo circulated, and you remembered this person from dealing with him back in 2008.
Yep, that's exactly right. I dealt with him in 2008, and I could remember the time as well, and I could remember where this... what discussion I had with him.
That is amazing. And what is it? Is it people's faces that you recognise, or is it tattoos, or is it the way they walk?
I just simply how they they behave, the standing posture,
Right.
When they speak, when their hand movements.
So it's all their mannerisms and everything.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I often watch those Crime Stopper ads, and I think I know that person. I've seen that person before, don't you? I'm never right.
Well, sometimes with the Crime Stopper ads, they're recreation, so they're actors. So you might have seen them on, I don't know, All Saints.
As if I needed you at university. Where were you when I was trying to remember quotes from books and all the rest
you know
of
what?
it?
Funnily enough, so obviously you've got a photographic memory when it comes to policing.
Yeah.
What about at home? Like I'm pretty good where I'll watch my wife put her keys or mobile phone down.
Oh, you're never losing them.
And I'll remember that. And Lou will message me during the show and be like, "Hey, babe, do you know where my keys are?" And I know I can go, "Yeah, blue couch, left-hand side."
Oh.
Yeah. It's the same thing with my wife as well. Like, she said, "I just rely on you so much. Please don't leave me." I said,
Where did I park the car? What level in Chadston is it?
Oh, yeah. Have you ever lost your car at Chadston?
No, he'd never lose anything. Do you remember people's names and their stories as well, or just you're like, I know that person?
No, I just, most of the people who I dealt with them, I just remember their names as well. So it's easy to give their names, as well.
And when did you realise you had this amazing skill?
Well, it's... when I joined the Vic poll, the 2016, the first one, the person I identified because of one of my sergeant going through this footages, and I said, "Oh yeah, I know this guy," and she just looking at me, "Who is he?" I said, "Oh, that's his name," and she goes,
So you didn't go into the police force because you knew you had this incredible skill. You realised it once you joined.
No, once I joined it, at the end, I started picking people from the stills. Oh, this guy, him, and then they said, "Oh."
So these are all people of interest, basically.
Yes, that's
POI, and
POI.
then they'll throw you some CCTV.
Yes.
You'll go through CCTV and you'll be like, "I've seen him before."
Yes, that's absolutely
South
right.
Melbourne Market.
Yep.
So you're like on Law and
Amazing.
Order when they put the photo into the system and the system's got to scan the
Scans it.
photo.
He's the system.
You're the system
He's
in Law and
reverse-
Order.
Yeah,
He's
it's
reverse
a
Google
built-in
images.
facial recognition, you can say, I mean, and having said that, then people start saying, "Oh, you are super recognizer." I never knew, so I just Google it, and I found out in UK, in Scotland Yard, they have the whole squad.
Oh, of people like you.
Yeah, they're just their job is to they only look at the go through the footages and pick the
Amazing.
Didn't
team.
they have a medium on Law and
Yeah.
Order as well? Didn't she do some great work?
A what?
The medium.
Like a psychic.
Yeah, they did have a medium on
Yeah,
there. So
look,
that
Law
was-
and Order is not actually a true representation of what happens.
What do you
in
mean?
the force.
Spoiler alert.
Come on.
Hey, Asif, but do you see people and think, "Oh, I remember him. I remember what he said to me in high school and how mean that was."
Yep.
And now you see them in the street and you're a police officer and just want to give them a piece of your mind?
When I'm stopping on the lights, the people I dealt with them, sometimes they just walk across the road, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's her, that's him." I mean,
So you know it sucks.
Your wife would get away with nothing. I wouldn't want to be married to you.
Yeah. Why is the garbage guy around again this week?
No,
Oh, no, not like that. Right.
I've seen him
You'd be
before.
like, no, I didn't leave that there. I didn't do that. Yeah, you did. I remember.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not the most serious policing question.
Yep.
But is it true members of the force get discounted drive-throughs?
I know.
Or in your uniform? Like, have you ever rocked up at Macca's in your uniform and they've gone 10% off?
No, I never done that. So
Okay.
I can't give the answer. Like, you know, I mean, so, yeah.
Let's go to my next question.
You know,
Can I
police
borrow a
officers
uniform?
don't just sit around and eat donuts like in The Simpsons either.
Again, spoiler alert.
Are you good at that memory game? You know, where you've got the cards and like
yes.
tomato. You know, are you good at that game?
I'll give it a shot. Like, you know, but I never played that
Do you know
game.
he'd also be good at counting cards at the casino?
Oh, yeah.
I was actually
Oh,
thinking,
yeah, he says. No, he's a police officer.
Let's take him for a hoon down at Crown.
like that.
sign him up to Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, you'd remember where the briefcases were.
Absolutely.
In all seriousness, though, when has this skill come in handy? Like, what are some of the cases that you've managed to blow wide open because of this extraordinary skill you have?
Oh, well, there is a lot, but I can give you the one example the other day. You know, when there was a POI, they were looking for it. They identified two, but they couldn't identify the one, and the still CCTV footage was like, you know, pretty bad. But I know straight away this guy, when I dealt with him in 2023.
And you picked it straight away.
Yeah, and I knew what time he came into my station and what was he charged for, like, you know.
You remember the time and the day as well.
Yeah, and like, you know, I mean, I straight away said, I remember the member who dealt with him, and he was involved in the kidnapping, and I, within not even 5 minutes, I sent an email to the detective, and he replied me back, "That's amazing. Thanks."
He's gone.
Like, you know.
Oh, that is
God,
amazing.
I wish we didn't meet you now, because if we ever come up as a person of interest, you're going to be like,
I know where to find
Nova,
'em.
April 18, 2024.
He was wearing that silly hat on his head.
Fat little ranger pushing the buttons.
But I know it's like a photographic memory, but do you have it like, I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday, right? Do you remember like life events and things as well, or it's
Yeah.
just you got to see an image?
Yeah, I do remember the life events as well. And I heard that thing as well. People come up to me and they said, "Oh, we can't even remember what we had last night in a dinner, but you remember these things."
Yeah,
And I
tons of
said, like, you know, well, it's just stuck in my head, you know.
Do the cops ever get on the beers on a Friday, like at team meet, and go, "Hey," as if we're going to show you a photo and you tell them what crime they did from years ago,
good.
and test out your memory for a bit of fun?
Well, it's not like that. But when I joined the Wake poll, and I went through some of the previous files, and I start sending emails, and some of the members said, "Oh, after 2 years, how come you know this guy?" And I said, "Well, I dealt with him in the past, so I thought I just send
He just never forgets.
you know."
They'd want to bring out that red laser from the Matrix and zap your memory.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't remember this.
Think you're thinking Men in Black.
Oh, wrong movie. I'm not good with my movies. Did it help you at school?
As if remembered the movie.
It did.
Yeah.
It's like,
It helped
you
at school?
mentioned about the uni. I was in the TAFE, and well, I'd done a couple of time exams, and the professor or like the teacher come up to me, "Oh, what was the questions?" And I said, "Okay, these were the questions, and that was the page number, that was the paragraph number." You know?
Oh, my
And then he
gosh.
just start writing. And then some of the students get upset. Why are you telling all these things to the teacher? Because he might gonna help the other students to get the good grades, you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I should borrow him when I go out on the town at night so I can remember what I've done the next
That's it.
day.
Hey, Clint.
I wouldn't be hanging out with a police officer so if I was
Yeah,
you.
also, if you remembered what you did, I don't think you'd ever go out again. As if, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you so much
a
for having me.
whole side of policing you didn't even know existed.
It's
you know
so
what I mean?
interesting.
Want to head to New Zealand?
New Zealand.
Kia ora,
Across
bro.
the ditch.
Hey, bro.
Across the Apple Isle. No, that's Tasmania. Is it?
Hard out.
It's across the ditch.
Across the Dutch.
Yeah.
What does hard out mean?
Everyone used it when I lived there. I was there for 3 years. Everyone's like if I'd go, "Hey, you come for drinks tonight?"
No,
Hard
thanks.
Oh,
Does hard out mean yes or no?
yes.
Hard out.
Hard out. That
Hard
sounds
out.
like no to me. I'd be confused.
It means yes.
Yes.
That's confusing.
Hard out.
Hard out.
New Zealanders are a bit backward.
Hard out, bro.
Hard out, man.
Okay.
You in for tonight?
Hard out, bro.
I'm going to Sydney.
Shit,
Sorry.
no.
Beach des, bro. Did anyone actually say beach des in New Zealand?
No.
If you're at the beach? Oh, you got beach des, bro.
No, no one got beach
Throw
when
me
I
a
was there.
chop.
Remember I was telling you the fish and chip shops are also Chinese takeaways?
Yes.
That's
I don't mind it.
It's nothing like a piece of flake with your lemon chicken.
weird.
New Zealand man has made headlines at the moment.
What for? Being beach does, bro?
No, he discovered firearms, a bunch of bullets and knives, well wrapped and buried when he was using his metal detector.
On the beach. Aww.
He borrowed a mate's
At least
metal
he
detector.
found something.
This
Most
was-
people don't find anything.
That's what I'm surprised at. The first 5 minutes of owning a metal detector, and he has uncovered a weapon stash.
What, do you think they were like illegal weapons buried there for someone to come and dig up?
Well, I don't think you burying
from, like-
legal AK-47s.
Or is it like from World War II or something they've washed up and been buried?
Possibly.
I love seeing people using metal detectors in the wild.
I find.
So do I.
What are they
love
finding?
it. I sort of hang around just to see
If
whether they
find
can
anything.
unearth
And
anything.
then they have
then-
to stop and get out that funny little shovel.
And then start digging.
And pans.
digging like a dog.
And it's a bottle cap or something that they found. But then often those people find bits of jewellery and they don't even keep it. They go, oh, I found someone's wedding ring. Is
Do
this got an
they?
amazing
Mate
story
of
behind
ours-
it? Yeah, you see weird things on the news.
I'd be
Like,
cat-
Mate of
I'd
ours
I want to
was
cash
return
converters.
this. Yeah.
He was on Bondi Rescue because he lost his wedding ring, and they brought in a guy with a metal detector. Hoppo, Yobbo, Robbo made
Yeah,
the call.
and
brought
Louis.
this guy in, and he got his metal detector out and found the bloody ring.
Did he?
Found
Did
it.
he?
Yep.
Geez, that's good.
Yeah,
On
strong
Bondi
episode.
Beach. That's a little thing to lose on a big beach. You must
Yeah,
have
I know.
known the vicinity.
Yeah, but still, like,
I wonder how much money they make because they would find, plenty of
well,
coins.
here's my question.
I've never heard of anyone finding anything treasuresome.
Even if they found a stack of cash, Lauren, would it give you the ick
Treasuresome.
that they actually have a metal detector?
Oh, I wouldn't date someone with a metal detector. No way.
What about those
if
funny
Paul
little
and I, if I fell
earphones they've got?
head over heels in love with Paul and I went back to his house and I said, what's that leaning next to the bed? And he said, oh,
Dale, just heading down the beach to do some detecting, to do some detection work.
that's what I go and do on Saturday morning.
I can see Paul. Paul would have to get the arm extended because he's so big. Like,
Do you know what would be
Hang
better?
on, no offense to anyone out there who has a metal detector in your room. I'm sure you're a cool guy and I'm sure you pick up heaps of chicks. It's just not
Oh, I
my
don't
style.
think
Do you know what would be better? Couple detecting. Seeing Lauren and Paul both with their his and hers metal detectors.
So there would be people that do that. It's not us.
I got one, Dale. I got one.
today you're digging, and I'll hold the metal.
I'll detect.
No, it's not for me. That'd give me the ick instantly, yes. To answer your question, that
You know what gives me the ick? Seeing adults.
on scooters.
Yes!
Razor scooters.
Yes!
Is that actually what you were going to say?
Yes!
Adults should not go
I
on
don't
razor
mind it.
scooters.
What's wrong with that?
razor scooters?
What's a razor scooter?
Not electric.
No.
Oh, no, you
Like
can't
a
be doing
push
that.
scooter. No.
You can't be doing
But
that.
cute when you're trying to do it with your kid and you're
No.
trying to teach your kid.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
you're using a razor scooter as a mode of transport, good for you. Knock yourself out. I would never judge, but you're not mine.
My other one is
That's
people that
not-
use, like the hands for the headset for a mobile phone. No. And they have it connected. They're walking around with the big wires, and I'm like, come on, mate, get the cordless ones.
I saw a guy in a car yesterday driving, and I don't know if his hands-free had broken or what, but he had a full gaming headset with the microphone, and he was talking into it like it must have been connected to his phone, like that. Oh no, not like
Audio quality's much better.
not like
Much
big,
better.
They weren't
Yeah.
like big headsets. It was like he was a receptionist.
Yeah.
It was like Vivi from here with a headset
Oh,
and a
yeah,
remote in the
yeah.
car. I wonder if he has forgotten to take that off. Like he doesn't actually know it's there.
He thinks he's
driving down
playing
Chapel
Need for
Street.
Speed right now. He's actually driving.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
You know what gives me the ick? People running for planes through the airport.
It's awkward.
It
Because
is.
there's that run you do, and then once you get to the gate and you realise the plane's not gone,
Oh,
the
it's the
gate's
worst.
still
It's the
open,
worst.
you do a cool walk.
And then
cool.
you get on, you're covered in sweat. Hey, 13, 24, 10. I want to stick with ick items this morning.
Items that give you the
What's the item that someone could be owning or using
gaming headsets?
that give you the ick?
Hang on, I've got a whole list, don't I?
You're not a
gaming
gaming-
headsets, razor scooters, metal detectors.
Where do you sit on adults on P plates?
Kind of cute. That wouldn't put me off.
Really?
Yeah,
It's in
good
a
on
hitting
you.
zone.
She likes them young.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, that's a sound.
Just using my metal detector at the beach, guys.
Oh, that's even
So-
awful to listen to. We're asking if there is an object that if people use or carry, it gives you the ick. And we were talking about people who use metal detectors.
13, 24, 10 is our number. Let's go to the phones. Teresa, what's the item that you see an adult using that gives you the ick?
Oh, any man walking around in Crocs and socks is a total ick for me.
I kind of like it. Although our executive producer has
I don't
just walked
mind
in.
it.
Hey, let me talk you through these, Teresa. They are black platform Crocs with a black.
Oh, no.
He looks like he belongs in it, like he should be cleaning a kitchen with a mop.
Yes, he does, doesn't he?
They're
He
like
looks
industrial
a
Crocs.
And there's a Velcro strap.
Oh,
What's that, a speed strap?
yeah.
Has he got those little things? Like
He
the
doesn't
little
have
he
gibbets.
No gibbets.
Oh,
What's the item an adult can own that will give you the ick?
Isabel, good morning.
good morning.
What is it? What's the item?
The item is when an adult man owns an iPad.
What's wrong with that? Hang on, doesn't that say like, oh, look at me, I'm on the
Yeah.
go, I'm business-like?
Get a laptop and grow up. That's what you're thinking, right, Isabel?
Yeah, it looks like iPad kids.
So Paul, my fiance, exclusively works off an iPad.
Does he?
And it's so funny
We're
because
not-
he's one of the biggest, tallest, broad-shouldered
Yeah.
men I've ever seen. And his hands are so big on that tiny
Does
little
he have
key-
the
'cause he's got
pencil?
the keyboard.
Where
He's
do
got
you
like
s-
you flip it
oh,
up. It's
the
like, I'm like, just get a
stylus.
computer.
Where do you sit on the stylus?
Oh,
the
that,
pencil.
That went missing in the first week. He got one, and God knows where that ended.
I
up.
love a stylus.
13, 24, 10. Ick items.
what it's called?
That's what
Yeah.
we're talking.
Stylus.
Yep.
Oh. Dylan, what is it that adults wear that gives you the ick?
Guys, I cannot stand adults that continue to wear denim overalls. I'm sorry, but you look like an overgrown toddler.
Denim
Why are
overalls?
people... You look like an artist.
Yeah,
One
you
of
do
my
look like an
girlfriends
artist.
was
Unless you're a
wearing them the other
painter,
day.
Yeah.
no overalls.
No, not denim overalls. My girlfriend, but she sort of pulled them off. She's quite cool.
about
Imagine if I wore them.
What about the boiler
Can
suit?
you? Can you please?
Imagine if I turned
I'm
up
going to
to
buy you a
work.
pair of denim overalls and
No.
you must wear them
I
on
don't have
Monday.
the body shape for them.
Actually, some cafes have them as uniforms.
Yeah, like
don't
St.
they?
Ali.
They've got... Well, that's...
No,
yeah,
no,
it's
that's more of a
suit.
boiler suit.
It's like a onesie.
Quite cool.
When I think overalls, I'm thinking of like the
Yeah.
straps that go over the shoulders.
clip on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
what my
what it is.
2-year-old has.
That's what he said. Adults wearing them look like oversized toddlers.
Let's go to Kate. What's the item?
I feel like I'm being targeted here. I wear Crocs and overalls.
Do you have a metal detector, Kate?
No, but bum bags, especially on young guys.
Yeah.
With the slick hair, the bum bag.
What
How?
about when they wear them across their body?
Oh, my God, I can't.
Well,
what
normally
do you
they're
put-
in nightclubs selling things.
Well, I was going to say, what are you
kids-
putting in
Kids
there?
are wearing them. They're called Eshays, bro. The
Oh, is
Eshays
that-
wear them, don't they?
Oh, is that the Eshays?
Yeah, the Eshays wear the Adidas bum
What's
bag.
in
across the
them?
front.
What's in them?
They're things.
A lip smacker?
Maybe. They're mobile phone charger.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very expensive lip smacker. Let's go to Brianna. Morning.
Morning.
What's the ick item?
It's night vision goggles.
Who wants night vision goggles?
That's funny.
Like you're a wannabe spy. Like it's just disgusting.
How many men, or women, I guess also, how many like adults do you know have night vision goggles?
Oh, like one or two, but it's like the older, like it's just bad. It just
If I went to a
night
bloke's
vision
house
goggles?
and went into their room and they had night vision goggles next to the bed, I'd be like, "You're a freak.
You know what else? Telescopes.
You're a weirdo."
Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
weirdos.
telescopes need to go.
They're never facing the stars, are they?
No, they're
Can't even
not.
see the stars in the middle of the city.
I do something with my sunglasses that you find a bit icky.
So when you put them on the back of your head,
I
God.
put them on my forehead.
on your forehead, no.
You know what? I'm going to buy you.
That's right, you do.
Just
At
a
the
parking
train-
spot for them.
No.
When it's not sunny, you've got to park them
No, you put
somewhere.
them on your head.
Nah, that looks
But
a
then
bit,
when you
that
take
looks a
them
bit
off,
common.
do you ever get like the nose indentation on your
sometimes,
forehead?
No, you can't be wearing them on your forehead.
Yeah.
Let's get
You're
him.
not a triathlete, mate.
Loz, we'll get him a
Get
chain.
'em off.
We'll get him a chain.
Jason Lauren. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.